Yo,
Moke and friends. Yo,
what's happening?
today it is Moke and Andy. Andy, how are you doing, sir?
Man, I'm cool, man. I'm cool. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, man. I'm feeling good, and it's hot again outside, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
doing great. You're
Like
you're
nothing
you're
never happened, man.
I know, like for real. You're in
Weather,
where?
dude, it's crazy.
Where are you? San Antonio? You're in
Yes,
San
yeah,
Antonio,
yeah.
right?
Antonio.
Was it bad over there?
Yeah. Some parts were pretty bad. Some
Mm.
parts were pretty bad. Lost power starting Sunday night, I think.
Oh,
And actually, I was part of those the cycle outages. So like every 40 minutes, I would lose power for like 10, 20 minutes, and then it'll
oh,
come back on again
that's
for like
good.
a
I,
day.
I lost power Sunday and I got it back Monday for 5 minutes and then I ain't never get it back until I came back Sunday.
Man, yeah, shit was kind of annoying, but at least I never lost water, so I had that going for me. But it wasn't all too bad.
Well, I'm glad you make it out alive. You made it out alive. So Andy is a friend of mine. We went to high school together and we've been going on I'm thinking it's 18 years if the math is right.
I'm
It could
thinking,
be
yeah, yeah,
it could be iffy. But I've done your podcast what like two times or
yeah, yeah. You did the one with Tam and I for
the
with
blah
Bob.
blah marry me.
Yeah, yeah, and
Yeah,
then you jumped on mine, and then yeah, man, fucking about time I get on yours.
I know. I always felt it would be hard to get on these things just because before I knew about the StreamYard and everything. You know what I'm saying? But now that I know about that, and I'm not being a lazy nigga no more because I
Yeah.
used to just kind of sit back and, like I say, my co-host who's never on the show,
Uh,
I have him do like all my whatever. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I have another homeboy who does the graphics, whatever, blah blah. But
Your
and then
internet's
one
pretty
day,
dope, man.
but look, one day I wanted something done and he couldn't do it like when I wanted to. And then I told myself, like, yo, you got to start doing this shit yourself. And so since I've been kind of doing it myself, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's it's rewarding. It's rewarding.
Yeah.
But anyway, go back to so I met you in my junior year in high school in Weslaco in
Yep.
Valley Grande Academy, which
Yep.
is no longer open.
Nope.
Yeah.
Still looks the same though, man. If you pass by it, man,
Really?
still looks exactly the same.
Do they still have like church next door?
I don't know what's going on there, man. Last time it was me and some people just driving around the area, and we saw lights on in the dorm, in the guys' dorm.
Maybe it was like ghosts.
I don't know what I mean. I don't know what
The
the hell was going on, man.
ghosts of Esquivel.
Yup.
Now, let me. I'm going to make things awkward for a bit, if I
All right,
may.
all right, do it.
So, like I said, I came up with a few topics, and one topic that was never, oh, I'm touching my mouse. One topic that was never really spoken about was high
Yeah,
school. Yes, yes.
I knew it, dude. I knew it, man. I had a feeling. I had a feeling.
So, let's see. How do you want to start this? Because I can start this and give you like me being a hoe ass nigga still,
Okay.
or like how you want to start it?
No, no, go for it, man. You're the host.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right. So, my I think my junior year in high school, not I think, but my junior year in high school, me and Andy had a I would say a music rivalry,
Yeah, yeah,
if you should say, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
we went back and forth with diss tracks and all that, and let me before I go into my feelings about it, let me tell you how it started on my end. And this is why I say I'm gonna sound like the whole ass nigga
All right.
because on my end, when I went to VGA, I was coming from Houston. I was coming from Willow Ridge and I love Willow Ridge, you know what I'm saying? And over there, it was like you just, you know what I'm saying, you just kind of do whatever. But at VGA, everybody was friendly as fuck. And so for me, what I didn't like, and it's petty now, but like I say, as I'm older, I call all my hater shit out. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
as me, I didn't like how friendly you motherfuckers were. You know what I'm saying? Like I did not like it. I hated that the thing where you, which is a good idea, but the thing where you line up and you shake everybody's hand, they just go down the
Oh
line
yeah,
and shit.
icebreakers. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, I guess icebreaker. So I didn't like that, and I was an introvert. Like it
Mhm.
took me like maybe 3 weeks to talk to Tony. You know what I'm saying? But
Yep.
so fast forward, I'm kind of like telling Loki, telling people, you know, I do music, yada yada, blah blah blah, and
Mhm.
then out the whole school, you were like the only other nigga who rapped,
Mhm.
and so I like I said, going in, I was a super introvert. I kind of had like a chip on my shoulder.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like how they the stereotypical, oh, you go to prison, you hit the biggest guy you see. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So for me, it was like, oh, I rap, he raps. I'm just gonna start dissing this nigga.
Okay.
Therefore, one day I'm in my dorm room sick, and that's when I came up with that infamous cornflakes freestyle.
Yo,
You know what I'm
I have
saying?
that by the way, man.
Upper, oh my god, do not play that because I was like when I go back and listen to it, I was like, oh my god, like I was so garbage. But I remember doing that, and then after I recorded it, I forgot I gave it to somebody, and I gave it to somebody knowing that it was gonna get out.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Karina was the one that gave it to me, so I don't know if Karina got it to
Who?
somebody else. Karina.
That's what I gave it
That's
to.
like, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So I did that, but um, for me, when we started going back and forth, I was shocked because I didn't expect you to retaliate. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect you to say anything or do anything. You know what I mean? I guess you could say I was kind of low key on some bully shit. So and then for me, it kind of backfired because niggas started not liking me. like a lot of people started not liking me, and for a little bit, I was like okay with that because it was like fuck it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna say here because it's been 18 years. I apologize for that, man. I was really
Hey,
just on some
no,
like
dude.
some
Hell
hater and shit.
no, man. Fucking junior year was my best year ever, dude. And I mean,
Yeah,
I have you to thank for it. You and Karina, both of y'all.
yeah,
Like, if it wasn't for you, dude, I never would have like actually done anything and recorded anything, man. Like,
for real.
yeah, dude, all I did was just write, man. I couldn't even write to a beat.
Yeah,
Like, I had to
yeah.
learn that so I can compete with you. Like, you're a
Right. Ah.
musician, dude. Like, I don't know, dude. I never had, and I kind of relate this to the fact that we're both Leos.
I'm a
And
cancer. I'm a
oh, you're
cancer.
Cancer? Okay, okay. Well,
Yeah,
I go
yeah. I'm by one day though.
exactly, exactly. So I feel like that kind of has something to do with it, and also the fact that like, I mean, I'm not trying to like sound all big headed and shit, but like there was nobody else other than me there at the school that
Right,
I can compete with until you came along,
right.
and I'm not trying to throw color into it, but like it was just you and Onyx.
Yeah, it was literally two niggas there, and
Exactly.
Alex. You know what I'm saying? Like she was
Yeah, yeah,
half.
yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? But yeah,
Exactly. And like so who was always by your side? It was Sarah and Erica.
right.
That's how it started. And so that's how I started like getting kind of like, all right, who's this dude? Like my ex is always with them, but like whatever. I was trying to be cool. I mean, yeah, it was a friendly school. I was a friendly dude. And then just I heard the tape, man. I'm like, all right, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Like it. But nah, man, like it was my junior year was fucking cool, man. It was fucking cool.
yeah. But you know the funny thing about it was I think that after a while because I think I remember it was in the cafeteria and it was like Esquivel and Daniel and they
Uh-huh.
sat us down and we like squashed it.
Mm.
But correct me if I'm wrong, but I felt like at some point afterwards it was just like a sport because we went on from dissing each other from 11th grade probably to like I was like 22.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And that was after squashing and shit. And I feel like it was one of those like one of those things like like I be having depression and shit, and I be so used to feeling like sad. You know what I
Mhm,
mean? So it
mhm,
was like I was just so used to competing with you, whether I was at the school or not, that it
mhm.
was just like, just come up with another diss track. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, but yeah, I was a whole ass nigga.
No, man, truthfully, if I wasn't so fucking lazy, because I got all your diss tracks, or at least I think I do anyway. And
Yeah,
if I wasn't so fucking lazy, man, I would have come back to you. I would have came back at you, man. But it just
yeah.
I I'm a lazy motherfucker, you
I
know.
feel you. But look, let me tell you this in the same breath.
Mhm,
Even though like when we first met, we had beef and
mhm.
we dissed the fuck out of each other. You are the nigga who taught me engineering. You know what I mean? Like, because remember, I used to stay at your crib and shit, and we would
Yeah,
record all day.
yeah.
And like, you literally taught me that shit. And I remember when I moved to Midland, and people would be like, "Yo, who like mix and master shit?" I was just like, "Me." But I remember like we started in fucking what Acid Pro and Soundforce.
Yes, dude.
You
Yes,
know what I'm saying? Yeah,
yes.
we started with that, and I remember you showed me like you had your mixer and shit. So I do want to thank you for that because even though I always like recorded my own shit, I
Mhm,
hated recording my own shit, but
mhm.
I love recording my own shit because I didn't have to say anything. I knew what the fuck, how I
Yeah.
wanted it. You know what I mean? Because there's only very few people that I met in life, and maybe like one, like Roger, and would record me, and I can tell him what I want, and he does
Mhm.
it how I want. Versus other people, is not like that. So after all this beef and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like you inspired me and like you helped me gain my ear in music.
That's dope.
Like
That's
real
dope.
shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think through my whole career, like there's probably been maybe four people who mix and mastered. But the rest was me. Just
Okay.
because
Damn.
I had the shit
Yeah.
and I love fucking with it, you know?
Yeah. Damn. Man. Yeah. I remember. I wish I still had everything, man. But I think like one of the hard drives, it was me and you were sharing an actual hard drive, not like an external USB hard drive. Like,
I was gonna bring that up. I was gonna bring that up because that motherfucker had some heat.
I
'Cause
know, man.
I remember that's when I finally got dude comfortable with
Yeah,
rapping and shit, and
yeah.
we made a fucking album. But look, here's this is what me and them spoke about
Mhm.
because now that I know, like we were literally sharing a internal hard drive. You
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what I mean? And literally just putting it in our pockets
yeah.
and shit.
Exactly, exactly.
But when we were still doing that, I remember it was a time that we may have had a riff, and I remember there was that Jay Z song Blueprint, and it's like that. I don't know, but we all recorded that,
Uh-huh.
but it was like the click like diss track to you. But the funny thing is on that song, I didn't even diss you. You know what I mean? Like it was just like Thiago and Doob, and
Yeah,
then you had the hard drive, and
yeah.
then and he raised, and that nigga dude was like, "Yo, this nigga probably raised that hoe." And I was like, "Yo, this nigga probably did, dog." I was like, "Yo, this nigga probably got it and heard that shit." And I was like, "Man, I ain't even say nothing on that hoe," but I was like, to this day, until we just brought up now, like I was like, "Yo, this nigga went home and was like, yo, fuck these niggas."
No, man, I didn't even know about that, man.
Well, now you do.
No, dude, man, I remember that one. It was that one song, and it's been in my head for like the longest time. I just can't remember it exactly, but we were singing something about me and you were going back and forth. Like we were alternating bars, something about the Boulevard, and we were dissing I think Lorenzo or somebody.
Yeah, I was out of control, man. I'm over here. I'm going at everybody. Like, oh man, that's fucked. I feel bad. I feel bad.
Yeah,
But you know, but why were we getting on that nigga?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think he talked to a chick wrong or something that was friends with one of y'all. I don't know, man. I really don't know. But I jumped on it with you. I'm like, all right, cool, let's do it.
I was kind of on some hoe ass shit, man. Like, damn. And you know what's crazy? Now that I realize I was on that hoe ass shit, like people liked me.
Yeah.
It was weird. But what I will say,
Mm.
VGA actually helped me to like become a nice person.
Oh no shit.
You know what I mean? Because like going there put me in the first situation where like I'm the only black person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Because I came from Houston, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I came from an all black school. So
Yeah.
and going there let me know like, yo, Mexicans be clicking the fuck up.
Yep.
Like, yo,
Yep.
I remember I tried to fight one of them ESL niggas, man.
Oh no shit.
All of them quit fucking with me.
Oh
And I
shit.
love like Cecilia, all of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
of them quit fucking with me because I got to it with the dude who lost his finger, and I act like I was gonna spit in his face.
Uh huh.
And then he tried to fight me, so I told him like, "Yo, come to the room." And Escobar intervened, but for at least a month, none of them fucked with me, and it was very
Wow.
hurtful. It was hurtful because I
Wow.
loved them. Yeah,
Holy shit, dude. Man, before I forget. So like, you know how VGA had a work study program?
yeah.
Work at VGA. So like it was me and
I
it was,
got fired
you got fired?
working with Miss H in the office, nigga. My
Oh,
first year, she fired me, nigga.
oh shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly where I was working at in the summertime before junior year. And we were coming across, it was me and Samantha. We were coming across like all these applications from incoming students, and we came across your application. You're
Ah,
dressed up in a suit and all that kind of shit. And you're talking about like, oh yeah, I'm such a religious person, this and that. Like me and Sam were like, oh, this is he's gonna be pretty good for our
my mama wrote that, nigga. I
I
came to that motherfucker like, who the fuck is this? Who the
Dude, I remember that, man. I remember exactly where we were at too, just going through all these applications, man.
Yeah,
It was funny, man.
yeah, man.
But yeah, man. Junior year was dope, man. Senior year was dope.
Senior year was though. I fucking what's crazy is junior year I struggled, and senior year like that was my first time since like maybe the fourth or fifth grade that I was like on the dean's list the whole fucking year.
Oh
And
shit.
senior year was the year I didn't even try. And I'm gonna talk my shit on the English final exam. I actually got a higher grade than Crystal Pena. You know
No
what I
shit.
mean? And I bullshitted my whole way through it because that was before I started smoking, doing that shit. And so
Uh,
senior year, remember Miss Creek? She gave us that 10-page essay at the beginning of the school year, and she said it's due by Thanksgiving.
uh,
I did my shit by the second week because I just loved writing. You know what I
no
mean?
shit.
And
Yeah.
so yeah, and so our final exam, we could check the record on this. Like I had a higher grade than Crystal Pena, and
Yeah.
she was kind of salty. She was like, ah! I was like, yeah, nigga, this is what's going on, and I finished first.
No shit.
Yeah.
No shit.
Oh man, I'm being an asshole. But
No, man, no. You know what, man? I mean, I was an asshole too, and especially like you had some right to diss me a lot after high school too. Because I remember one time, because you know how like Jennifer lived down the street from us, or from
yeah.
anyway. And I remember this exactly too. I don't remember the conversation between me and Jennifer, but like it was I think you had left a voicemail on my cell phone, and you were talking about like the shit that I said to Jennifer. I guess I was flirting with her or something like that. And I mean, it's like 12 years later. I want to apologize for that, man, because I stepped out of line a lot, and I thought like I was a fucking big head. I just, yeah, I'm sorry about that.
You know what's crazy? Maybe we dealt with that, but like I have no recollection of it.
Oh no, shit, dude.
Hey, you know what's even more awkward?
What's that?
You know we're together.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's crazy. I'm gonna ask her. She's like, huh? What are you talking about? But I mean, it's all good. You know what I mean? Because like I said, in these records that I made about you, yeah, I was talking mad shit, and you know how niggas will make a diss track, and it may not be true, but I'm calling you a fucking bitch. You fucking put, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I remember that there was one time I was in Houston and Thiago was recording with you. Something happened and it pissed me off. And I called and left you a voicemail. And I remember you had that hoe. It was like, I fucking hate you, nigga. And you put the hoe at the beginning. Oh man. Oh man.
Oh yeah,
Look
dude. Back
at
in the day,
that.
man, I kept every single voicemail and
Yeah.
I recorded that shit just in case, man, just in
And,
case.
and and I remember when I heard that shit, nigga, I was so embarrassed. I was like, man, this motherfucker. Oh man, yeah.
Yeah.
I was, but you know, it's one of those things that I'm happy it happened. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Because it to me it builds character. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's my opinion. But I'm just happy that we experience that because not a lot of people can really experience that, and
Yeah.
not a lot of people can experience that and without any fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And like you said, it inspired you to finally fucking record. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And through that shit, it you taught me how to fucking engineer whatever. But I got fucking some. So I'm gonna go with the first one since
All
we're
right.
talking about music.
All right.
Since we are talking about music, when did you fall in love with music?
Ooh.
And it ain't gotta be hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I mean like when you fell in love with just music.
Damn. Um, growing up, I would
Oh,
say,
sorry.
what's that?
Oh man, I feel so rude. But I just want to make this announcement for the people in the comments. If you do write comments or something, and if they're like decent enough, I'll put them on the screen or something, and maybe you know what I'm saying. But I'm gonna do that from here on out for the show. And I'm sorry I cut you off for doing that.
No, you're good. You're good. Cause I'm still trying to think. Like, I'm still trying to process. Like, cause music has always been part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, like back. I mean, I started listening to music from the oldies, like the 50s and 60s. Like oldies, and then from there it progressed to like a little bit of country, and then from there just went to like whatever was pop on the radio because I wanted to be like included in what my classmates were talking about, right? But when I actually fell in love with music is when I started writing, so probably around the 7th, 8th grade, a little bit. Um, I think that's when Lauren Hill, when she came out with Miseducation of Lauren Hill, Genuine, 100% Genuine,
Yeah.
Will Smith, Big Willie Style. Those are the top three albums that I was like just vibing to every
Yeah.
single fucking day. And I think it was around that age, like 12 years old when I started like falling in love with music.
Okay. You know for me and I feel like I don't know. I'm just gonna respond back to it. But for me, I think I have two stories. The
Mhm.
first time, not the first time, but one of the times I fell in love with music was when my brother is 6 years older than me, and so as a kid, he would get tapes, and sometimes my mom would dub it for his best friend. You know what I mean? But she would never let me hear these tapes, and it was forbidden that I ever hear these tapes.
Uh,
But I remember the tape that she was like, "Fuck it," she does not want me to hear or see was Too Short Cocktails. And I remember, yeah, and I
yeah,
remember she didn't dub it because I remember she dubbed Bone for my brother's friend, but the
uh,
Two Shorts Cocktail. But that's when the box was out. Remember
uh,
the box, music
yeah,
box, that channel,
yeah.
and they had that video. And I remember I heard the whole album, and as a kid, I was like, okay, I can understand why I shouldn't hear this. But the time that I really fell in love with music, I
Mhm.
think it was probably around middle school
Okay.
with Final Fantasy VII,
No shit.
the PlayStation video game. Yeah,
No shit.
because I like my favorite artist of all time is Stevie Nicks over everybody. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? So
Yeah.
I'm not just into like rap shit, but the Final
Yeah.
Fantasy, it was to the point that to this day there's some of the theme songs I still have, like the Genova Absolute theme song, Sis theme song, the Safer Sephiroth theme. Like there's songs that from this game that I'm just like it just wowed me. You know
Dang.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for me, coming up, especially when the internet first came out,
Mhm.
dude, I was into like super Japanese anime.
No
You know what
shit.
I'm saying? Or I don't say Japanese, but super Asian and oh, that sounds worse. Super Japanese anime.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? To the point where I would have the whole Dragon Ball. ZGT series on a disc, but in Japanese with subtitles. But I would also go back and listen to these things, to these soundtracks, like
No,
Lunar Silver Star. Like,
yeah,
dude, there was a point I was obsessed with rock music and anime music.
no shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
and it probably took me until like I was in the ninth grade where I really started fucking with 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 rap. I mean, because I always wrote, but I wrote stories. Man,
Oh
I'm talking too much. This is
no,
my
that's
bad, bro.
nothing. I'm just like I don't know this shit about you, man. So like,
And to the people like me and this man, like we've known each other for 18 years. You know what I'm saying? So this is a podcast, but I'm finna just catch up with my nigga. We finna just chat. You know what I'm saying? So
damn.
and here's oh look, there's the
Oh,
chat thing I was
oh
talking about. Bam,
shit,
bam. Nigga, I'm out here, man.
damn.
Will, you're a fucking hater, dude. Get off my shout out Will, I love you, nigga. And shout out Doob. What up, everybody, man? Hey, Doob, Doob, and Thiago are coming on my Moke by Moke's West. Moke by Moke West.
Oh yeah.
When are you coming to town?
I should be there. I don't have my hotel confirmation yet, but I should be there. I think Monday night or Tuesday, and I'll be there till Friday.
Why don't you just stay with like Rhyme or fucking Thief?
Because my company, or not my, the company that I'm going to be working for is going to pay for the hotel.
Oh, nigga, yes.
So like, and it's like
Do,
literally.
do you get a spa with a happy ending?
Nah,
Maybe?
no,
Maybe they pay for that.
that comes extra. That comes
Okay.
extra.
So now as we're going on with the love for music shit.
Mm.
Now this is something because even though me and you went back and forth making diss records or whatever, and this is not even to my horn, but I was talking to Ovid about this. I am one of the few niggas that you can know forever and who will always keep in contact with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm in contact with Tony, my old roommate. You know what I mean? Nigga, and it took me fucking 15 years to do it, but nigga, I barely got in contact with nigga last year.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But I was going through nigga, who was it? Alice Guadardo was the one who like helped me, nigga. Yeah.
No
yeah.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? So I would always keep in contact with people. And so I kept in contact with you, even though after our diss tracks and shit and the fuck you, I still remember that hook you had. You were like, I do what I do, too bad you care. You said fuck me, and so fuck you too. And I remember hearing that. And I remember Hito showed me. And I remember I was mad, but I told him, I said, oh, that was cute. Dude. That was cute. And then I was mad. I was like, yo, tell these niggas they want to fight, they can fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? But
he didn't want me to release it. Like he did. I made man, I thought it was badass. But I bought like 5 small, those miniaturized CDs. And like I made 5 of them. I put all of our songs that me and Bean.
Shout out Doob. Oh, I'm sorry. Doob donated. He was my first donation to the show. Shout out Doob. Shout out my bad. But what you say? You brought what?
Hito didn't want me to he didn't want me to do anything. Like he didn't want me to come back at you. He was like, you don't know what kind of trouble this can cause. You don't know what kind of rip because
this nigga's black. Nah.
Man, I'm like, fuck it, dude. I'm gonna do it anyway.
But yo, shout out to you for not like being scared of me. Like I love when people aren't scared of me. You know what I'm saying? Like especially in that heated time where I was like, it was war between us. Shout out for you for like being like, yo, because I came there thinking like, yo, this he's a nice guy. He ain't gonna do shit back. And then we start doing shit back. I was like, Thiago, like, why is nigga doing shit back? and that's why. And for me as an artist, even though I never been through that, that's why when I sent the diss track out to you and then you dissed me back, all I wanted to do was fight because I didn't know how to. I didn't know how to respond because all I knew was, yo, I'm finna diss this nigga and he ain't finna do shit and finna get all the hoes. And that did not happen. Zero.
Man. All right, so I think what pushed me over the line of the first like your cornflakes diss was you just didn't only diss me, but you dissed like a bunch of my friends.
Yes.
And I think that's what I'm like. No, if this is my fucking school, you are not gonna. You're a fucking stranger to my house.
Hey, loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Yeah, I feel that, man.
You know,
No, like that, and that's I respect that. That is very honorable of you. You know what I mean? And so that's why I can respect Daniel getting on the shit. This, you know what I mean? The nigga what's the other nigga name? Andy Salas or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You had niggas on the track who didn't even rap saying fuck this nigga. What was I going by? Sincere, maybe?
Sincere. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you had people not fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And so that was cool. Like I respect that because I went out there on some bully shit and you were just trying to be cool with me, and I was like, no, fuck you, nigga. Like I don't do this cool shit. Yeah. But real talk, like I could talk about like us hating each other in high school all day. Yeah, like I really can. I really can because I like the fact that where we are. You know what I mean? Yeah, because for the people who are just tuning in, this is our first time ever talking about this shit. You know what I mean? And we've seen each other multiple times since then. And it was one of those things that we just kind of put behind us.
Yeah.
And whatever. But today I was like,
dude, I knew you bring it up, man. I knew you bring it up. I'm happy.
I felt like it was gonna be one of us, but I was like, yo, this nigga's not gonna like you would be okay with not bringing it up.
I would be, yeah, that's true.
Yes,
that's true.
But I'm a spicy nigga and I have trouble sleeping at night, and so I'm like, yo, I cannot get this nigga on here and we don't talk about this shit.
Exactly. I know you like to be the devil's advocate.
I do. Hey, yo, my girl hates when I'm like, she's always like, you never agree with me. I'm like, no, I'm just being devil's advocate.
Ooh.
I'm just letting you see both ways. But okay, so anyway, shout out Waterberg. Oh, shout out Penmanship Clothing. Y'all saw that on the intro. So then I remember there was times when I was living in Midland and I was talking to you late at night because you're working. And then one thing, and it wasn't your fault. I'm not gonna say this, but I was gonna say something like crazy, but I'm not gonna disrespect anybody. But I remember when it was time to go to college, I was 18. I didn't go, I went to Midland College, but I remember I wanted to go to Full Sail. And my dad was like, oh, it costs too much money. You know what I mean? And I hate that. I remember me and you both talked about going there. Yeah. And you ended up going there. And I was never mad about that. Yeah. I was just mad at, you know what I'm saying? Because my dad, he was like, this nigga was like, it's too much. And then for somebody else, he said, no, let me stop. But but for you, life at Full Sail, because I know that you was working. I would talk to you like at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, because man, it was work too. But my classes, because they teach.
Hey, look at Emerson. Look at Emerson being messy.
To say, girl, shut up.
Yo, oh yeah. Why you do that to me, nigga? Yo, Emerson, thank you, brother. Thank you. I'm glad I started this comment thing. Thank you, Emerson. Yes, brother.
God.
Fuck Full Sail. Yo, let's talk about okay. So for the people who don't know, in school I dated this Korean girl named Yuri. I broke up with Yuri to date Jennifer, which is my baby mom. But after I broke up, just thinking Geico, because me and Andy had squashed the beef, and then I see him dating Yuri.
That was random. I mean,
was it random, nigga? Was you like on some like, yo, let me get Moke?
No,
come on.
No, I mean, that was senior year.
Shout out Thief. Diago's in here. Sorry.
Oh, Thief's in here. Nice.
Like, hey, Diago, Dube, and Emerson's in here.
Oh shit!
Hey, look at this little school shit.
Reunion, man.
So let's talk about why we Eskimo bros, even though we didn't smash. Well, I didn't smash. I don't know what you did.
I remember you were salty because she never kissed you.
Wait, let's not tell the people the type of school we went to, nigga. Yeah, I was because she was super like.
Yeah, she was very conservative.
I'm reading the chat, dude. Streets is watching. I'm reading it, nigga. What do you want me to do? Like, dude. Like, all right. So we're not talking about Life at Full Sail yet. We finna
Yeah,
get talk about this Yuri
yeah.
shit. Let me put this back up. So okay, so what happened, nigga? Tell me.
Man, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
So you wasn't doing it maliciously or hating?
No, no, man, hell no. Because you have moved on. I think it was senior year when me and her dated for that month. Dated,
That
whatever.
motherfucker seemed long, and nigga seemed like 3 years.
No, man,
I
no.
remember being like, "Yo, this nigga,
Man,
nigga."
no, I think it was senior year, and I think that's when you were with Nelly.
Yeah,
You have moved on. You have moved
yeah,
on.
I did, but it's still a code, nigga.
No, I know,
And
I know,
we was cool by then
Yeah, 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 yeah,
for a little bit. Then I
yeah,
started hating again.
man.
That's
Yeah,
probably why I started dissing your ass again, nigga. Now that I think about it,
you see, I told you I was an asshole when I was little, man. And I've deserved a lot of those diss tracks. But
yo, but was I hating though? If I diss you for talking to a girl who I broke up, who I clearly broke up with, was I hating? That's probably hating.
I don't know. I mean, I did fuck up the bro. I did break the bro code.
But
But
was there a bro code? Because our first relationship was me dissing you.
that's true. That's true. I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know.
I'm sorry, dude.
No,
I'm sorry.
I too, man. Oh man, dude, I can't exactly tell you the events that led to me asking Yudi to be my girlfriend. I remember exactly where I asked her to be my girlfriend, but
Where?
I think we had a day at the beach.
Bitch ass nigga doing it all smooth and shit. Nice scenery at the dunes.
Yeah,
I'm over at the fountain that's overflowing with bubbles. You trying to go out with me?
that's where I asked out. I asked out Sarah at the fountain, and I asked out Michelle at one of those cracked up benches.
Wait, which Michelle?
Sanchez. That was freshman year.
Yo, I'm finna be chatty patty real quick.
All right, all right.
I mean, we all knew, but you know Jaime's gay.
How many? What?
Jaime.
Oh yeah.
Like, I seen this nigga one time because I was working valet in Austin, and randomly this nigga just came out of an Uber with a whole bunch of people, and we hugged. I was like, oh shit, but he was with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? But he tried to play it off like, and I was like, bro, it's all good, nigga. We all knew, and we hugged and shit. He was like, oh my god, but I never asked if him dating Michelle that long was a fucking cover up.
Dude, I don't know, man. I
Come on, you know, nigga, you know.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
All right, man. I'm not trying to be all chatty patty though. Nigga, Doomsday, what kind of hug, nigga? Like, yo, yo, y'all don't have your hair. Yo, you. This nigga, what kind of hug? Oh man, yo, I want to shout out to everybody who's been rocking with this. But anyway, man. So Full Sail, I remember you said you had like, didn't you say like Shaq talked to y'all? Like, tell me about your experience there.
Man, Full Sail. When I first started, it was kind of smooth, like the first 3-4 months, and then that's when the gears kicked in, and that's when we had like classes like from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. or sometimes 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Like,
don't be vague. Like, what were you doing?
what
were you going for?
I was going for recording arts because I wanted to be. My goal at the time was to be a Grammy-winning mix engineer. Like, I didn't care about rapping anymore. I didn't care about like recording. I wanted to mix because I felt like that's where my expertise was at the time.
Yeah.
And so that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be Phil Tan. Phil Tan was a mix engineer who was alumnus from Full Sail, and that's what I wanted to be. That was my role model at the time. And so when I was there, like they had like intro classes, like, oh, so this is how music started, this is how like recording started, these are the genres, and this is what you do, blah blah blah. And then I think it was like month 5. That's when like finally they put us in front of a damn like console with all.
So you was touching some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We couldn't get to like the big rooms until like it was a year-long program, And so like month 11 or month 10, I think finally that's when we got into the studio.
So for these 5 months, what are you doing? Like
Um,
paperwork?
yeah, paperwork, some lab work, not so much. Like we
Like
did have
what's
like
hold up. Yo, come in. Man, bro, Ava, just wait. Sorry, my daughter's in here
oh,
and
you good, you good.
she broke her phone. She don't want her mom to know. All right, girl, I'm gonna come. Give me a second, babe. Tell her I got it. Tell her I got it. All right. Here. Nah, we ain't finna do that. Take it. Nah, nigga, you ain't finna fuck me over. Man, I'm all right. Tell her I got it though. My bad, bro.
No, you good, you good.
Look, see, I don't want to see this is
Oh, that's fucked.
yeah, and
That's fucked.
so she never told her mom. You know what I'm saying? And so her mom wants to see their phone, and so like I told her, I was like, yo, I'm not gonna tell her, but I told her I was like, you should say something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you should say something. And so now my podcast, everybody's gonna fuck up my podcast because she's coming in here. And I'm pretty sure Jennifer come here like, give me the phone. And I'm like, yo. Anyway,
Uh,
so what were the labs?
all right. So the labs, like the first time we got to be in front of a console, the labs were like they wanted us to set some EQ parameters. Like they wanted us they played a song, they wanted us to take out all the low end, like all the bass, right?
But so you're on the computer.
No, I'm actually like in front of like a mixer. Like
Okay.
yeah. Like I'm right now we're all in front of a 32 channel mixer with all these like outboard gear, like with effects and gates and compressors and all that kind of shit. And they wanted us to be
Yeah.
like fuck around with it. So they gave us a song. Fuck. It was a poorly done song. They recorded there at the studio in Full Sail, but like they gave us all the tracks on the actual it wasn't a computer, it was an actual like multi-track recorder. And so
Like the small ones.
it was a 24 channel like rack mount. Um
Mm.
and no, it was kind of hefty. It was kind of hefty from what I remember.
Shout
And
out Alex. She's in the room.
oh,
Yo. So let me get this. So were there screens or was it analog?
it was all analog. Like the first time I got to like sit down,
Wow.
yeah, it
How
was
was
all
that?
it was something new because I mean working from Acid like
Right.
you're going to an actual board and actually touching faders, like it was cool, but it was a brand new learning experience, but I fucking loved it. And
Okay. Yeah.
so within that multi-track recorder, all like the stem, all the tracks were there, like the drums. I had the kick drum, the snare
So
drum.
everything's there just solo. So
Yeah.
I'm like, you got the hi hat, the open hat.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. And
Had-
so when you're mixing like that, do you got to real time record it, or
uh,
can you just pick?
yeah, no,
You
you
got
got
a real time.
hmm like I mean, you can do like punch ins and stuff like that. Like if you fuck
Yeah.
up on your fourth bar or whatever on the verse,
No,
whatever.
but I'm talking about like since you have every instrument.
Mhm.
Like, are you if you want to take the drums out for the hook? Do you have the real time record that, or you can just pick and
If in the analog realm, that no, like you got to actually take it out in real time, record it.
fucking way. So okay, what if you're doing
Sometimes,
like a 10-minute song?
I mean, man, back in the day, like the 60s and 70s with those
But
wartime.
they were jamming though. They were jamming.
Yeah,
Like you give me some fucking shrooms, some acid, nigga. I
yeah,
would real time fucking do anything, nigga, for 30 minutes, even
yep,
more.
yep. But nah, man. I mean, everything has to be real. I don't want to say everything because I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong, but like for the most part, everything's like you're done real time.
Okay.
So like it's a stretch, but you can take. So like they showed us like an actual reel, like a 24 channel reel,
Wow.
and they showed us how to splice it. Like so, let's say like take one.
On
Uh,
analog?
yeah, yeah. So like,
Explain that shit.
yeah, I mean, it was cool. Like, so they showed us a reel. Like, they showed us how the splicing machine. You splice it up. Let's say like take one was better than take two, but take three was also good. So like you can take bits and pieces of each reel and like splice them all together with splicing tape. And you take all those like shits together, you tape them up, and then you record it again in real time to a
Wait, when you say tape it up, what you mean?
it's an actual tape that you tape on the tape.
My nigga, so you what?
Yeah, yeah. It's called splicing tape, splice tape, something like that.
Imagine fucking with one of them rappers now and having a splice tape.
No, no, no.
Nigga
Because
go home and murder his whole family.
Yeah, dude. Analog back in the day, man, was such a fucking mess, dude.
But I bet when you I am taking notes, dude. But I bet when you semi-master analog, once you go to digital, it's nothing.
No, yeah.
Because I after I was doing the Acid Pro, I got a Tascam digital recorder. But you know the Tascam digital recorder is all analog, but you send the shit in, you send the tracks in. But I wasn't getting the beat. I was getting the beat all together.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But everything I did, it was a 16 track thing. So I just did my lyrics or whatever. So I understand what you're saying on the analog, but now since I produce now, I would fucking I do it now. I do it now with the Fruity Loops and all that shit. But I would love to have a fucking board and be able to real time mix every single sound on my beat. You know what I mean? Like I would, man, bro. Come on.
Like so.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I mean we did that in Full Sail. Like month 10, we actually had to like. So month 10, I think, or month 11, I forgot what it was. Like we actually had to group up together and actually be a whole company. We had to get a group, or we had to get an artist. We had to record them. We had to market them. We had to A&R them. We had to do everything. In 2 weeks. And so like some people I think we got a band actually. So like we had to mic up every single instrument, mic up all the vocals of the backup vocalists. And we were in the big ass studio, and each instrument, each microphone had its own fader on the console. And it was fucking dope. I mean, it's overwhelming like walking in there.
Of course.
Like as soon as our lab guy, our teacher was like, you see one channel strip, multiply that by 80, and this same thing over and over again.
Let me ask you something, and this is gonna be a weird ass question. I'm gonna try to limit my weird questions. But you went to big studios in Full Sail, right?
Yeah.
This is something I've always wondered about studios that weren't used by rappers. What do they smell like? Because I feel like they smell like Space Center Houston.
Space Center Houston?
Yeah.
I don't think I know what that smells like.
It smells like maybe Full Sail.
I mean, I can tell you. I mean, there's a distinct smell.
It is. Is it because of all the equipment in there?
Kind of, yeah. And then like you smoke in there, you do whatever the fuck in there. Like, I mean, studios aren't very clean. You know.
I feel nigga being that bitch doing heroin.
Yeah,
just sitting there.
No, so like, funny you bring that up because I had a teacher story one time of like he didn't tell us the name, but it was like some fucking rock star, some lister who was high off of crack.
Oh.
And he was butt naked in the live room in a corner, just jacking off, and he did not want to tell. And he was a mix engineer for that.
Did he? Oh, I was gonna say, did he make a hit?
Yeah,
but
yeah. I mean,
wow.
Yeah, he was an A-lister, but like he was butt naked in the corner, just fucking jacking off and shit. But
what was it? What did he do? Was it George Michaels?
I don't know who it was. I don't know who it was. He didn't. The teacher didn't tell us the name, man. And then I had another teacher who was an assistant engineer to J-Lo when she first came out with On the Six.
Wow.
Yeah, he said fuck her, like she can't sing for shit. Like it's basically every single line.
What I hear.
Yeah, every single line of her first album for every single song, she had to do it like 30, 40 times. And they picked out.
I mean, nowadays.
Oh, nowadays.
You listen to these rappers, they punching in every 2 bars.
Yeah.
Every 2 bars.
Yep.
Shout out Alex. She's leaving. Hey, I want to ask you this because I know that you said you've worked with or been around the likes of Senor Kirk Franklin
Yes, sir, man.
and other people, but I want to know because I know you've been in the mix, and I know you
Yeah,
got some.
yeah.
You ain't got a name drop, but just a couple like crazy ones, and not like the nigga had to record 100 takes. Like I know you have some stories where you're like, yo, what the fuck am I doing here? Or
I mean, right off the bat, I think there was a particular quartet in in Dallas, and they suck. They all suck.
yeah,
Uh, but they wanted us to fucking auto tune their shit. Like because they couldn't be in tune. They couldn't stay in tune, so they wanted us to like melodyne them.
how the fucking quartet want you to auto tune them?
I don't know, man, but this it was you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna say the name. It was the Dallas String Quartets.
Let's talk
And
about it.
I mean they had some they did cover songs. That's what they did. I think they did The
Okay.
Treasure from Bruno Mars. They did another song by Paramore or something like that.
Oh, so they weren't like a quartet, like and we go
No.
home.
It was
Okay, they were like just
it was
cover
a
shit.
string quartet, but like they were such a pain in the ass because they fucking I mean yeah, dude, it was they couldn't get some parts right. They would either get out of tempo or they just suck, dude. Most of them suck. The head guy,
But they're paying for studio time and stuff.
yeah, and they paid for the big studio, which was I think at the time 110 bucks an hour. And they're paying for that shit, and yeah, it was just. I mean, it's not exactly a horror story, but I mean, it was just like sitting there all day long, just like because these people can't get their shit together because they were either all on or
Did
like.
you have to do surgery?
I didn't mix it, but I know that the guy who mixed it, yeah, like it was.
What did you do?
At the time when I was working with them, I was an intern. I barely started.
Okay. So you were just shadowing.
I was shadowing. Yeah,
But
yeah.
just the fact that you got to be there and not doing shit just because you niggas suck.
Yep. There was one time where I was an assistant to a Dallas rapper and a group. And they wanted me to hook up the Yamaha Motif keyboard and hook it up into Pro Tools and get some MIDI out of it. And I'm like, okay, cool. The engineer just showed me how to do this like 6 hours ago. Like, I'm sure I still remember it.
Right.
I couldn't get it figured out. I'm like, they're pressing. I mean, we weren't in the big studio. We're in the smaller studio, so like it's close by. And all these dudes were like surrounding me. I'm sweating bricks. Like it's 2 a.m. and I couldn't get this shit figured out. And so eventually they're like, all right, cool. Don't worry about it. And they gave me an external hard drive to hook up to our computer.
Did it erase?
No, it didn't erase, but it was
like you did mine.
Nah, dude.
my bad, man. I'm taking a shot. I'm sorry.
No, these people, that external hard drive was formatted into Windows format, and it was the Mac didn't want to read it, and so they're like,
so in big studios, are they just using Macs?
The one that I was working in, yeah, it was all Macs.
But what about like in Full Sail?
It was both.
Okay.
It was a little bit. Yeah, they wanted us to know both because on the PCs, it was a Cubase. It was a Steinberg Cubase.
Yo, now let me tell you something. After I started using the Tascam, the digital recorder, I graduated to Cubase, and nigga,
no shit.
I effing love Cubase, bro. Yeah. Like, I don't know how to fucking use Pro Tools. I don't know how to use nothing else. But if you give me any type of Cubase, my nigga,
dude, Cubase, bro, new Windows.
Cubase is the only thing I would never bootleg. I would never bootleg Cubase. I fucking love Steinberg, man. Like for real, like real shit. Yeah. That sounds so fucking stupid, but nigga, for at least like 9 years of my career, nigga was Cubase, dog, and I fucking love every Cubase. Man, whatever. I'm sorry. No, I'm turned. I'm clearly turned. Clearly,
cool, man. I like Cubase and Nuendo, man. Those two held their places.
What do
Uh,
you use though?
I use Pro Tools, but I just got a PC and I'm gonna put Premiere Pro on it. Or no, is it Premiere Pro? Audition. Some Adobe shit.
Adobe Audition.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that on it. Just because I'm gonna try to get into video editing and some shit.
I've been thinking about that shit too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So okay, because I'm looking at the time, and I usually go to an hour, but we're gonna go a little bit over because I felt like I just really started talking to you because we
Dude,
did
no
the whole
shit.
high school shit.
No shit.
But hey, see, nigga, I don't even smoke cigarettes in my podcast, but you got niggas smoking cigarettes. All right, I want to talk about some more stuff.
Okay.
But
yeah,
let's talk about this. The rap hour.
All right.
What's the rap hour?
The rap hour. You know what? And first of all, I'm gonna say it like this: like I debated on whether calling it the rap hour or something else because the rap hour, like the rap, they're my initials. It's my name. You know, Raul Andres Pinales, right? And so that's why and that's what that's what Tam was calling me in the Blah Blah Marry Me podcast. I figured,
nigga, wait. Sorry, you was going by rap back in high school, my nigga. Because remember we came up with the R&B names. I stuck with Sincere, but you was going by Suede. It was Suede. It was Suede. And I remember when I came to DJ, I was going by Lil Jen. You know what I mean? But then the Asian rapper Jen came out, and so I got Sincere because I'm a Nas fan and I love Belly.
Okay.
And then Tomoki is I just made the last name because I like anime. So and then now it's Moke.
Now it's Moke. Now I got you. Dude, I don't remember Suede. God damn. I don't remember.
Like Suede was literally like a month. And then you just kind of toggled back and forth between rap and nothing.
Yeah, that's true. I do remember that. I had a hard time like sticking to a name. I just wasn't happy. But like, yeah, so like that's why I just stuck with rap because that's who I am. That's my name, right? Yeah. So like basically my podcast is about life, dude. Kind of like what you're doing. Just talk about life, just getting my shit out in the open, you know? And I feel like I have a lot of fucking listeners in India. Not so much here in America, but I have a lot in fucking India. And I feel like in America, the only reason why they get turned off on it is because it's the name, the rap hour, you know?
Because they're probably trying to be like, I want to hear some, yeah. But yo, stick with that shit because it's you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not gonna change. I thought about it in the beginning, like, nah, fuck that. You know, I'm big in India. I'm cool with that. You know, they love me.
Yo, you go over there, you be good. You be
exactly.
Let me not say nothing crazy, man. But and I also went by Nino Brown when I came.
Nino Brown.
Yes, and I remember I changed that because I really realized what Nino Brown was on New Jack City, and I was like, I ain't never sold no dope. I ain't never did this shit, so I came up with Sincere. But I used to be Nino B, man.
I remember that. Man. I remember that. And the
Underground
Click. Yeah.
Oh, the Underground Click. Don't bring us back to the high school shit, man. Don't bring us back to it. So I was on one of the first very kind of the first episodes of your podcast. And I'm not saying it just because like you my nigga, you whatever, I know you, but I like the fact that you let me be me.
Yeah, dude.
Because that time in your podcast, I was in Dallas. On both times, I was in Dallas. Yeah. And I was a very dark Moke. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The podcast, my guest Thursday, we're gonna talk about that shit. But I was a very dark Moke, and nobody knew this, but I was battling with demons and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was battling, I don't want to say like hard druggies, but I was like, I fucking love ecstasy. So both time I did your podcast, pop the XO. I pop a couple XO. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that to brag or be proud, but I'm just, what the fuck am I saying it for? Oh man,
that's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying, man. But
just the fact that you let me be myself, because I've hung out with people from VGA since we, whatever, and niggas frown on me because I smoke weed. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And so, yeah.
No, dude.
But,
if you come on my podcast, that's exactly who I want you to be. I don't want to change you. I don't want to do just keep everything natural. You know, I want to have a conversation. And that's exactly
So
what we did for 2 hours.
so yeah, it was long. So
Yeah,
for first I was on Blah Blah Marry Me.
yeah,
Well, which is crazy because I met that girl. I met Tammy, but like 4 years before I even knew who the fuck she was,
yeah.
because of Raina.
Because
You know what I
already,
mean? So, how did you get into podcasting with her, and then how did you get into doing your own?
So I met Tammy through Reina, and then me and Tammy became pretty cool friends because we were both single. Reina was with her boyfriend, and
Yeah,
so like me and Tam had shit in common, right? And so um we had talked about like dating and like the shit we got to deal with, you know, as 30-year-olds. It's different now. You got dating apps and shit like that, right? And so
right.
I remember there was one time I was picking up groceries at HEB and I fell in love with the girl that delivered my groceries. I'm like, this girl's fucking hot.
That's how it usually happens.
Exactly. And like Tam was I said something. I think I was picturing myself marrying her, and I'm like, she was talking to me. I'm like, nah, blah blah, like you marry me, you know. I said that to Tam, and
Mm.
she was like, that's a good title for an episode. Or that's a good name for a podcast. And then so
Hmm.
it was her idea to start the podcast. I was very hesitant because you know I'm a private person. I'm
Yes,
introvert.
yes, you're very self-reserved. You're
Yeah,
very
yeah.
self-reserved.
So like it took Tam a good while to convince me to do this podcast. And so like I jumped on it. I liked it. Um, but I wanted to do my own thing. I think at the end of the second season, I think a little there was like a little voice in me that do your own thing, do your own thing, do your own thing, and it
Right,
grew and
right,
it grew and it grew. And the COVID happened. I just had a lot of thoughts in my head,
right.
you know, with everything that was going on, with all these rioting, this race wars, just every little fucking thing. You know,
Yeah.
I got laid off for the first time, like so, like I just wanted to let it out, and so that's how my podcast became. I started with the blog, but I'm lazy and I hate writing a lot. I love writing, but I hate it.
Right.
Uh,
Especially typing.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I figured I can get shit out faster if I just speak it. And
Right.
so that's how I decided to like, well, let me do a podcast, and that's how the Rap Hour came about. And so like I wanted to do my podcast nicheless. Like you know when you start a podcast, they want you to select a niche. Like is it
Right. Yeah.
comedy, is it
Yeah.
like sports, whatever. I'm like, fuck it. I want my shit to be about life because that's
Right.
um that's the shit that I like. You know, I mean
Right. Yeah.
everything in life. There's health, there's relationships, there's love, there's hate, there's fucking everything. And I feel like I come about things in a different aspect because I come from a middle ground point of view. Like I'm not a leftist, I'm not a right wing person. I want middle ground, the gray area. I love being in the gray area because you can
Right.
see everything.
Yeah.
There's always more sides than just one.
That's why I say I always try to be neutral. That's why I play
Yeah,
devil's advocate
yeah,
because
yeah,
I
yeah.
see it from the person's side who's telling me, but I also want to be like, yo, well, maybe this person wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
I definitely feel what you're saying.
Yeah. So like it's more sides to a story than just one side or whatever the fuck the saying is. I'm gonna remember it later. But anyway, so like and that's kind of like I took 2 months off. Yeah, after Thanksgiving, I took 2 months off, and then because I think I lost motivation. I lost
Mm.
motivation. I lost like just whatever, but I got it back up again, and now I'm experimenting with like doing vlogs on YouTube and shit. Like I need to
Right.
get myself out there.
Yeah.
And then now I'm a real estate agent, so I definitely need
Are
to
you a real estate agent?
yeah, I just got my license a couple of
Look
weeks.
at you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shout out you, man. Hell yeah.
Trying to make 2021
Let me
better.
give me a house. I don't want to pay shit though. I
Oh,
want that. I want that. I want that nigga discount. I don't want to pay nothing. I just want to move in and squat.
no commission, man. I got you. I got you. Squad.
Maybe in Westlaco. Maybe I could do that shit somewhere over there.
Oh yeah,
So
man.
so I now before I go on, because I got like maybe two more questions for you.
Okay.
But you said, did you have any questions for me? I don't
I
want
do,
to.
man, but like you know, so I had one, but that's because like your daughter was talking about like Charlie versus Addison,
Uh-huh.
who's better, whatever. And then I remember reading some conspiracy theories that like the FBI was actually behind Charlie getting all her followers because you know how like there was a TikTok thing going on and Trump wanted to like ban it because there was a
Yeah.
back door that people can get into and get follower or people's information and shit.
Yeah. You
So
know
they
what's crazy?
what's that
This.
conspiracy?
Look at you, nigga. Look at you. Look at you.
Yeah, dude. Yes. Yes.
And this is something I put in yesterday.
Oh no shit. Oh
Yeah.
no shit.
Yeah.
Damn. But yeah, man. So like that's I read that shit because overnight, dude, Charlie Della, whatever the fuck her name is, like she just grew up. I mean, she grew up. She blew up, and
Yeah.
she has like all these fucking millions of followers. Like, well, maybe the conspiracy that I read was that the FBI decided to choose her that way. Like whatever followers that she can get, they can get into their information and steal whatever
But
they want.
why would they use her though?
I don't know.
It's just like when people say like, oh, like Kodak Black's a clone or Gucci Mane's a clone. Like, nigga, why the fuck would they clone them? Nigga,
They said the same thing about Dave Chappelle.
like clone Jay. Okay, I would clone Dave Chappelle, but why would I clone Kodak?
I don't know.
Like I would clone the Gucci now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before the so icy Gucci. But to me, honestly, I think that man, the world is so trendy right now.
Mm-hmm.
And just the fact that, you know what I'm saying, I had that conversation with my daughter and shit. And honestly, I didn't know too much about it, you know what I'm saying? But like me and her mom talked and I did a little research or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I just can't fuck with that conspiracy. I can't. I can't. I cannot because I feel like if I don't have TikTok because I thought TikTok was YouTube, and when the first time I downloaded TikTok, I typed in hood fights and nothing popped up. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't fuck with it, but I just feel like if I do the right amount of stupid thing, look, bro, TikTok. You see this? You see this?
Oh shit!
My daughter's phone's cracked, right?
Yeah.
Because she was trying to make a fucking TikTok video, and she put her phone on top of the fan and turned it on.
What?
Correct. So I feel like niggas is just whoever does the weirdest or craziest thing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, well, who are them people? They white?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, people love. I was gonna say people love white people, but yo, hey, I got a question. Here's one question. You know what I'm saying? Because I was gonna go in this conspiracy thing because I know you really like conspiracies, but I was gonna go to deep outer space and life shit, but I'm not gonna do that because that's a whole nother thing. But I want to know this.
Ooh.
You can pick two.
Okay.
I'll give you my two. My first, and honestly, when I first started podcasting in 2015, and like during the summer, and once the whole election shit happened, in my heart, in my soul, I felt I could podcast Bernie Sanders. Like I even started this whole like Moke and Bernie campaign.
No shit.
You know what I'm saying?
No shit.
It was executed very lazily. Very lazily. Like I would not get him, but in my mind, I thought I was gonna get him. So for me, the male that I would want to podcast would be Bernie Sanders.
No shit.
And not just to talk about all this shit, but just because like Bernie got stories. Bernie was like getting locked up with like Martin Luther King and all them niggas. He was marching, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Who you got?
I got two people. I got Elon Musk.
Okay.
I got Elon Musk, and I got that Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kazaki or whatever his last name is. He's an entrepreneur, huh?
I'm not familiar.
Yeah, he's just some entrepreneur that thinks outside the box. That he's like, paychecks are bad, having a job is bad. Like you got to make your own money.
I feel you. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, yeah, and then Elon Musk, just because Elon Musk is fucking dude's crazy.
For me, female, I think
Mhm.
I have a couple, but my top would probably be Michelle Obama.
Yeah, yeah,
Just because I like the fact that the Obamas was I don't know about all the other presidents, but the Obamas that they didn't have scandal, they didn't have whatever, and Michelle Obama was like she was just gracefully. No, I'm not gonna stage low. No, nigga. But
yeah.
that's my homie said that. But I would talk to Michelle Obama just because I
Okay.
would literally like to pick her brain. Now, oh fuck, I fucked up. Okay.
Uh,
Bernie Sanders would be my second.
okay. Okay.
My first would be Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse. Okay, I like that. I,
And I also wish Neil deGrasse Tyson was my uncle for some weird reason. but I would talk to Neil deGrasse Tyson because I love space. I love the universe. I love everything that has to do with astrophysics. Like I love it. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But there's so much stuff that just fucking keeps me up at night because
Hmm.
like I can't wrap my head around it.
Yeah, yeah,
Like it's like if you talk about God or whoever, and somebody says, "Well, God he's always existed. He's now forever, whatever." Like that shit does not make sense to me. Like you tell me a nigga's just always here. You know what I
hmm,
mean? But man, yeah, I would definitely. But I mean, Neil deGrasse Tyson probably won't get religious, but
yeah.
I'm really into science and all that shit.
No, I feel that. I feel that. If I had to pick a girl, I think it would be I don't know her name, man. I don't know her name, but she's some old white lady that she's on Ancient Aliens with
Uh,
glasses.
she's on what?
She's on Ancient Aliens. That
Ancient alien. Okay, okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Was it Ancient? Yeah, yeah.
Was
She's on
it
Ancient Aliens. She's in,
Chris Hansen?
nah, no, 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 no. She's some older white lady, man.
Oh,
That's the Captain Predator.
I love Chris Hansen, nigga. Yo, he would be my third pick. This nigga walk in, he'd be like, "What are you doing here?" They'd be like, "Sir, I promise you, I was not here to talk to anybody." Would you blank my blank? I
Oh, dude.
yo, I watch To Catch a Predator probably every day.
No shit. No
I
shit.
love that shit. I love that shit. Like I love the vigilante dudes, all that. I love all that, man.
My favorite one was when when the guy actually offered him pizza, a slice of pizza.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The guy came in with a 6 pack of beer and I think a pizza, and the girl was in the
Yeah.
river, and he was eating his shit, and then Chris Hansen walks in, and the guy didn't flinch. He was like, "All right, cool,
He's
whatever.
like, I'm already fucked, so
Yeah, let me finish this pizza. You want some too? Yeah." That shit was funny to me, man.
so what you got what you got coming up? What you got planned for the rap hour?
Tomorrow I have an episode coming out with one of my first guests I had on my podcast. So she's dealing with PTSD and anxiety, whatever.
Mm,
And in the first episode, she talked about like all her exercises that she deals with or that she does on a daily basis to help her cope with her anxiety levels and her
okay.
triggers and all that, right? That was the
I'm
first.
about to listen to that.
Yeah, I mean, it's great, man. It's great. And then so her follow up is going to be tomorrow, and I'm gonna give you like a little sneak peek. It's it's
Let's go, nigga. Let's go. Let's
it's
go. Come on, man. Give me a sneak peek, bro. We want to hear it. Let's
it's
do it.
like it's. I'm so happy for her. Like it's whatever she was doing.
Hmm.
I know that I kept we talk every day, and
Yeah.
she kept doing them every day. And from when we recorded back in August to when we recorded a couple weeks ago, man,
Mhm.
complete 180. Like she is so
Wow.
you can tell listening to her, just her voice, like
Are you gonna give us a sneak peek of like the hair before and after, or just the after?
just the after.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah. But I
But
think
tell us where we can find the before though.
the before is, I mean, you can before is, I think it's episode 4 actually on my podcast, the Rap Hour podcast, and it's dealing with anxiety and PTSD featuring Lee. And
Nigga,
that's
why you never tell me about that? Nigga, you know I be fucking with anxiety ass nigga. Like tell me that I would have listened to that motherfucker.
man, I suck at promoting my podcast, man.
Same.
I do. I fucking suck. I hate it. I don't. So you know what I signed up for? I signed up for this service called Later. And what you do is like you insert like whatever picture you want to use, whatever tags, whatever caption you want to use, and you set a certain time for it, and it does it automatically for you.
Nigga, text me that when we get off this motherfucker. Yeah.
So like I man, so as soon as I get my podcast done, edit it, I do the cover work for it, and I set it all up and Later, and it does it for me. I don't gotta do a damn thing.
Hey,
I'm like, all right, dude, that's how I gotta do it because
let us hear that clip though.
Hold on.
Look at my nigga Andy making the Moke and Friends pod look good.
Let's see. Okay. Almost clicked the wrong button. All right, so if I play audio, does it come to? Will it be coming to your? It should, right?
Nigga, I had no idea.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the
Are you able to hear that?
Hour podcast. Today I have very special guest. You might remember her from a previous episode. I think
I'm gonna go in the middle a little bit.
To wake up and just get the day started.
There we go.
At least do something. I haven't been running as much because I have been cold, but I've been working out at home.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
So I'm still doing something.
Okay, that's good. That's good. How is do you still wake up with anxiety?
So that was one of the things that she discovered. Like she discovered that waking up, just the simple fact of waking up is a trigger for her. And so what she discovered is that, or what helped her was getting everything together for the next morning, taking care of that the night before, and just taking less off her plate in the morning.
Right.
Okay. In the morning for some, and she kept on doing that, and she liked it. Or at least that helped her. A little bit forward.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's time to think, but there's a certain time. It's scheduled.
Yeah. That's cool.
Are you playing it off your speaker?
No. I'm playing it off the
from 6:30 to 7
web browser.
Right.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you broke it down.
So I would like program from this time to this time is your thinking time, right?
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
Yeah, and then she has it. She has everything scheduled, and
so going into that, did you have to be kind of think about what you say to not trigger?
In the beginning, the first episode me and her did, I had to give her. I had to make an outline. I had to come up with some questions and send it to her. I had to wait for her to say yes or no to the questions I came up with, and then for this time around, I just wanted to have a casual conversation with her. So like this episode that's going to come out tomorrow, we talk about like what we've been up to. We talk about like she has a it's gonna sound kind of weird, but she has a blow up doll now that she has made her buddy that she takes along, carries that she takes with her everywhere.
Yeah, and whatever helps you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so like we talk about that, then we get into like how she's doing, like an update, from the last episode of this one, and then just having something just casual. I didn't want to hear anything. I did ask her like some questions, but not so much. But I mean, there is a big difference between the first time we recorded and
like you kind of just let it shine. Yeah. Where can they find your podcast?
So I'm on Spotify and I'm on iTunes, and I think I'm also on Stitcher. And you can find me at the Rap Hour Podcast, and it's the Rap RAP. And I upload. I got two different types of episodes that I upload twice a week. I got Mondays are usually my topic episodes, where I actually have a topic and I talk about shit. And then Wednesdays are kind of like my solo sessions. I call them solo sessions, but really it's open mic, and I just record, and whatever I'm thinking of at the time, it's what I record.
Hey, you know what I was thinking? I mean, you don't have to, but if you want, when we're done with this, I can see this episode and you can throw it in the vault. Just if one day, if you don't have nothing, you can just put it out or some shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to do that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
That sounds good.
Are there? Oh, any last words before I want to say? Bobby Smurder's out of jail.
I saw that. I saw that you posted that. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, this money is going on. What will happen to 6ix9ine? Did you hear about that Meek Mill Kobe shit?
No.
About he said that line. What he say? Like something happens, I'll be going out with my chopper, be another Kobe.
No,
And then
you know what? I did see an article about his wife didn't like a certain
yeah, she
rapper line or
she
something.
responded today and was like, I don't listen to your music, but if you're a fan, like show it in a different way or something.
Wow.
But yeah, I fuck with Meek, but that was some pretty hoe ass shit. But
Wow.
but is it though? Because like I was listening to something they were saying talking about Biggie talking about the World Trade Center, and so what if I say something about the nigga who died across the street? It sounds kind of biased just because everybody fucks with Kobe.
Yeah, yeah, yep. And
Yeah, he said this is what nigga said. But
oh shit.
yeah, she was like, I don't know your music.
Wow.
I don't know you, but relax, nigga. I have goons.
Damn.
Oh, she's from Philly too. Oh, they both from Philly. Well, I'm pretty sure Meek will do what's fucking right. But any last words, man?
Nah, man. Just wish you
Plug your shit though.
Oh, what's that?
Plug your shit though. My bad for cutting you off.
You know what? So what what I've been like preaching on my fucking podcast last couple episodes is like I want everybody to make 2020. I want everybody to forget about 2020, even though I know that's hard. I know it's hard to move on from all the bullshit that happened last year.
Right.
But the quicker you're able to like accept it that it happened and forget about it, the quicker you can move on to make 2021 even better. And just build upon every single day, keep moving forward. And that's what I've been talking about on my podcast, at least for this year. Just making this shit better because you don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, man. You don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. So like make today your best day.
One thing I will say, man, is I agree with that. And that's why, like with my podcast, I just try to talk to people through all walks of life because everybody got some shit to say. You know what I'm saying? Yep. But what I do want to say, man, is I'm glad we've been cool, but I'm glad we got to talk about our beef. But like real shit, my nigga, like I'm proud of you, bro. Like and thank you because I wouldn't have never been the type of engineer or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you never would have taught me this shit. But I'm just proud that you've always fucked with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You've always made some type of time or attempted to make some type of time because I know I'm a flaky ass nigga. I know I am flaky.
I'm too, man.
I'll make some plans and tomorrow I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? But like, no, I don't even gotta say no homo, but just for the whatever. Like my nigga, like I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're 18 years strong. Like he didn't say I love you too. He was like, yeah, all right, yeah. nah. But I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm proud of you.
It was a fucking honor just to have you on here.
Yeah, no.
And it was good, you know, like this is for me, man, like 2021, I just want everybody to win.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like I want everybody to win, but I want everybody just to follow your fucking dreams. You know what I mean? Whether it be fucking podcast or respiratory therapist or fucking whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like do what makes you happy because I feel like at this point, 2021 just kind of nigga, like if we didn't die in if you died in 2020, you still won because you know, like nigga, death is beautiful. But if you survived through 2020, like come on, nigga, like ain't nothing else to do but just fucking do it.
Exactly.
Nigga, bro, look, 2020. I was whatever. 12 years later, nigga, like I'm a full-time dad again with my kids. You know what I'm saying? And that shit happened to you know what I mean? So like, man, come on, bro.
Yep. You know, and I want to say, you know, one more quick thing, you know, because I remember the day that me and you, when you came on my podcast, I remember how you were. I remember, you know, you said that you had a bank of episodes that you were just sitting on. With you didn't post them because you just didn't have the motivation. You said that you were lazy. I can tell, like, you didn't have the motivation. And, you know, and I've been telling like Rhyme, and I've been telling like Tam too. Like I've you know, like, even though me and you don't talk every day, me and you don't talk every day, but that just doesn't mean I don't know what you're doing, because I see you on social media, and I've seen your progression from last September to where you are now, dude. And I'm happy for you too, dude. I'm proud of you too, man.
Thank you, man. No lie, I appreciate that.
No lie, man.
Appreciate that.
I've known you've come a long way, you know.
Yeah. You know. And speaking of Rhyme, real quick, one thing I will say about Rhyme, like, Rhyme is a nigga that after school I didn't really talk to a lot, you know what I'm saying? But when my daughter passed away, like, I was gonna move into a house with my friends, but there was this 30-day period where I didn't have shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, nigga, I'm sleeping in my fucking truck at a park and shit, you know what I'm saying? And Rhyme would hit me up and be like, yo, I gotta work tonight. Come stay at my crib. I'm gonna go to work. And then when I come home from work, you just go to work. And I never told nobody that story, dog. But like, even though me and Rhyme don't talk, like, that's a nigga I would die for. That's a nigga like I would fuck somebody up for. I wouldn't kill for. But that's a nigga like I would do some shit for, because when I was fucking homeless and all that shit, nigga, Rhyme was one of the and not saying nobody else was, but he was one of the niggas who was here in Austin. But it was like, no questions asked, no whatever.
Yeah.
Just come through. And me and this nigga didn't even kick it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did whatever. I came home, boom, we left. And then I was just like, yo, bro, thank you, whatever. And that was it. I haven't seen a nigga since, bro. I haven't seen him since.
Wow.
And that was 5 fucking years ago. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Rhyme, my nigga, forever grateful.
That's
man,
cool.
Come on, bro. Yeah, man. Like, and just for him, like, you didn't know that. And that's like your best friend. You know what I'm saying? So that shows what type of nigga he is. That's a stand-up ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Cause niggas knowing me and the shit that I was on, niggas would love to probably shit on me. You know what I'm saying? But this nigga told nobody. And then tried to help a nigga get a job. But I didn't want to quit smoking and take the drug test. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, yo, shout out Rhyme. Shout out everybody from fucking VGA, nigga. High school was the shit.
It was.
High school was shit, man. Shout out, dude. Shout out everybody, man. Thiago, like I love all you niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I hope who's ever in here is just DJ people. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just I'm off record right now. Even though my bladder's about to explode, I want to fucking say this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, y'all niggas helped me out through life. When I was going through life and thinking that I was a shit, and that just because I came from Houston and you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, y'all niggas check the nigga. You know what I mean? And we 18 years later, nigga, and look at us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still doing the same. We still in the same shit. Are we in competition, nigga? Hey, when I had this, I at first I put Goku versus Vegeta like high school rivalry, because we were just beefing, and then we became cool. You know what I'm saying? But I always feel like there's some type of competition, because I'm inspired by you. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this nigga gonna come on here. He's gonna have this nice ass microphone, which you do. Your quality sounds beautiful. It sounds immaculate. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, I just gotta step my shit up, because, like, man, I want to see everybody like fucking win. You know what I mean? But I want to see niggas do good, because now I'm looking at y'all niggas, and I had another nigga named Smoke on here, and like I told this nigga, I was like, yo, when I first saw him do video shit, I was jealous, because I wasn't doing that shit.
Yeah.
But I didn't hate. I just started doing the shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, nigga, keep elevating, bro.
Exactly.
Keep elevating, nigga, because that shit keep me going. Because yes, like a year ago, I was depressed, and I still be depressed. You know what I mean? Because I lost my daughter. But nigga, like, now I'm with my kids and shit and all types of stuff. So my mind is going, and the fact that I've done what, like 10 or 11 episodes, nigga. I used to podcast once a week. I'm podcasting twice a week. Now I'm just talking too much. I'm
you're
I'm
good.
drinking Chardonnay.
No lie, dude. I was fucking nervous before coming on, dude.
Why?
Because it's live and shit. I don't do live and shit. I don't sit in front of the camera, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
I don't do that either, but then I was like, nigga, you don't edit your podcast anyway, so what's the worst that can happen? Yeah. I mean, like, only thing that now I keep in mind is that, like, my mom and my youngest daughter watches. But at the end of the day, like, I'm still me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was smoking a cigarette if I would have smoked a spliff, but then our conversation would have been whatever. But I mean, Duke said next time 200 episodes, nigga. I'm on like 150. Like I've been podcasting for 6 years. You know what I'm saying? Like But like I tell people, I am the most consistent, inconsistent motherfucker because there's a year where I probably have like 4 shows.
No shit.
You know? Yeah. So this right here, like, is the most consistent I've ever been, and it's been the most rewarding because I'm learning, man.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. That's what you got to do every day, man. You grow every day. You build up on the next day, man. You just keep on going, dude. Keep on fucking going, man. That's fucking badass, dude. That's fucking. You don't have no fear, dude. You have no fucking fear, man. Like when you hit me up about the StreamYard shit, I've seen it. I've seen ads for it. I didn't know shit about it.
Yeah.
And you just fucking did it, dude. That's fucking badass, man.
Hey, like I told myself, I'm 34.
Yeah.
I'm 34. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. Like I used to be shy. And I would tell myself, once you become 30, no matter if you're shy, you just got to do it. You know what I'm saying? And so I talk now, and I'm just like, yo, if I'm going to, like, I don't want to say waste my time, but if I'm going to use my time doing this, then why not just fucking just do it, whatever? Like, whoever don't like it is not going to like it, and whoever going to like it is going to like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I don't podcast because of numbers. Like, I don't got good-ass numbers. I podcast because it's fucking therapy to me, and I like fucking talking to people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel that, dude. I feel that.
But man, I'm a give it last word. I'm gonna let you go, man, because I really have to deal with my daughter on this phone with her mom and all this, man. But Andy, dog, people, check out. Let me pull it up. Check out the Rap Hour podcast with my nigga Andy. Talks about life, talks about everything. You know what I mean, and has some pretty good episodes. Like I'm really looking forward to the one tomorrow. And his podcast is found wherever podcast is found at, which is like Spotify, Apple, blah blah blah, all that. I didn't mean to say blah blah in a weird way, but blah blah blah. Marry Me is also there too. If you want to hear it, so look at this nigga segueing.
Smooth.
Segue ass Moke. But yo man, I really appreciate you. I do. Next time I want to get really into this. I really want to get into that next time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But love you. Oh, Abby says love us. Love you, Abby. You know, Abby's been another one. I gotta get Abby on the show. But thank y'all for watching. I'm going to play my intro as an outro. So Andy, dog, I love you, bro. Thank you. And I'll holler at you.
Yes, sir, man.
People, it was great. Moke and friends.